we will transform it to our Laplace transform in the form of f of s. Okay, and inani na siya atong form. Now, for our inverse class, we were given a form, a Laplace form, and then we will need to inverse it. Okay, we need to invert it back into, sir, natin nangita ni mga students, sir. Lucky, nagawa. We need to convert it back into a function of our time. Okay, in time domain. So you're given this one, and you need to transform it back with our time domain nga function. Follow? So, for example, okay, for example, we have f of s. Okay, we have f of s of 30 over s raised to the power of 7 plus 8 raised to the power of s minus 4. Okay, we need to invert it back to a function of our time domain. Okay, and how do you do it? Okay, kung giunsa nimo siya pag-transform, then giunsa nimo siya pag-transform from our f of t to f of s, musa na siya imong balikon. So remember, we have our 30 here. We have our numerator constant. So inyong buhaton is ipagawas. Okay, di ba? We need to do it on inverse Laplace of 30 over s raised to the power of 7 plus the inverse Laplace of our 8 over s minus 4. Okay, now we have our 30 here. Okay, can you hear the background chats class? O wala ra? Wala ra. Okay, so this is 30. So we need to invert our 1 over s raised to the power of 7 nga remaining term plus 8 inverse Laplace of 1s minus 4. Okay, now looking at here class, okay, it has a form of, okay, kung ato ni buhaton ato no naon from this one, akong i-copy ni Bin. Okay, so looking at here class, 1 over s raised to the power of 7, we can see it right here, right? Because kanina naman siya kuyo, which is our a s squared plus a squared, or sa lain nga example, if you remember, we have this one. Okay, if we have this one class, ang iyahang representation diri is omega. Okay, remember, um all those variables are just placeholder. Okay, so mayong ko diri sin omega t. Okay, mayong ko sin omega t. Okay, kanang murag pinakatay nga w. So this should be omega s squared plus omega squared. Okay, kung mubutang ka niyag sin bt, so this should be b over s squared plus b squared. It's just a placeholder. Okay, do not be confused. If unsa imong ganahan gamiton nga variable, then be consistent of that. Okay? Basin i-solve ninyo ba sin bt nya igbutang sa Laplace kay a over s squared plus a squared. If you're using b variable, then you must be consistent of the b variable. If you're using omega, then you use the omega. If it's a, then a. Si SS dyan na siya class. Okay, if it's on Laplace transform. If it's inverse, that's for the time domain. Okay, looking at here, going back, no? Kuhaan sa ako ni. Okay, so 1 over s raised to the power of 7. Okay, okay. So looking at here, class, sige lang kung looking at here, we can have this form. Okay, so that should be n factorial over Sn plus 1. Okay, n plus 1. Now, looking at here, this is s raised to the power of 7. So, kung kuha na to na siya 1, that should be n factorial s6 plus 1. Given that 6 is our n. But looking at our n in the numerator, we should have n factorial. That should be 6 factorial, right? 6 factorial over s raised to the power of 6 plus 1. But for our main inverse Laplace here, that's 1 over raised 1 over s raised to the power of 7. So ato ibutang 1, sorry. 1 over s, 6 plus 1 plus 8, inverse Laplace of 1 over s minus 4. Okay, we need to have this in n factorial or it should be 6 factorial. Okay, now what should we do? Should we do? We need to correct it. We need to have a correction factor in order for our numerator to be corrected. What should be in there? That should be 6 factorial, right? So that's um, 6 factorial over s raised to the power of 6 plus 1 plus 8 inverse Laplace of 1 over s minus 4. Now, ato man siyang gi-correct here, class. Dili man ta pwede modify nga si numerator lang ato i-correct. 'Di ba? We need to have other corrected. So, since nagbuhat makag 6 factorial diha, we should have a correction factor of 6 factorial over 6 factorial para this is equal to 1. 'Di ba? 6 factorial divided by 6 factorial is equal to 1. So silbi murag wala ra tay gibuhat sa ato equation. We're just merely correcting it by multiplying it by 1. Ang kana nga 1 atong gi in terms of 6 factorial over 6 factorial. Since naa naman tay gibutang diri nga 6 factorial, atong ibutang diri si 6 factorial. So basically, you're just multiplying this two. Okay? Kay bisan pag imo ngano diha gibutang miss awa dili na to kung dili na to ipagawa si 30. So di ba 30 na siya diha 30 s raised to the power of 6 plus 1. Okay? Need man ni siya ipagawa, so wala na to siya ipagawas. Dapat naman tayo 6 factorial diha nga correction factor. And nag 6 factorial mo ka sa numerator, remember, we have a correction factor of 6 factorial over 6 factorial. So basically, you need to divide the denominator of 6 factorial. But since atong ipagawa si 30, 30 and the 6 factorial is constant. 6 factorial is, I believe, 720. So si 30 divided by 6 factorial is very the same for this one. Okay? Ako lang siyang pagawas daan. Kopya ra class? Or am I too fast? Oops. Class? Hello.
Kopya raw.
Okay. Tingog lang. Pwede pinahin gamay. Sige dong, pasensya. If ever I'm talking too fast, okay, ina lang ko, miss, hinay-hinay lang. Kalma lang ta. Okay. So, going back. Okay. So, going back last, no? Ako balikon. Okay. Okay. Sorry kay kasi I have a habit of wrapping manggod basta mag-discuss. So, if we have here 1 over s raised to the power of 7, Diba? Looking at our table here on the right side of the screen, we can have the transform in f of s. Okay, looking at 1 over raised to the power 1 over s raised to the power of 7, makaroon na kaning s raised to the power of n plus 1. N factorial divided by s raised to the power of n plus 1. Wala na siya, matik naman ni siyang right kani here. So, kopyahon lang siya na ninyo. Ang atong i-deal with is on the left side. Okay, left side sa plus ng operation. So, we have 1 over s raised to the power of 7. So, ang atong form dapat is naka n factorial over n s raised to the power of n plus 1. Supposed to be ang kani. 'Di ba? So, atong i-break down ang denominator. So, this is s raised to the power of 6s plus 1 because 6 plus 1, 6s na noon, 6 plus 1. 1 over s raised to the power of 6 plus 1 because 6 plus 1 is definitely 7. But looking at our numerator, it should be n factorial, which is 6 ang atong n. So that should be 6 factorial divided by s raised to the power of 6 plus 1. But looking at our simplified form, okay, we have 1 over s raised to the power of 6 plus 1. The denominator is correct, but our numerator is not. So we need to correct that one. Okay, how to correct? Imo rang butangan og 6 factorial. But since you correct that one, we should not defy the laws and rules for basic math manipulation. So for that, since nag-correct mo diha og 6 factorial, you should also add, okay, or divide, not add, okay? You should divide another 6 factorial to our constant. Kaya nga no, 6 factorial over 6 factorial is just equal to 1. So basically, you are just multiplying this one with 1. Okay? But ang kana nga 1 class G in terms na to og 6 factorial over 6 factorial. Since we have corrected 6 factorial in the numerator in here, since we have corrected 6 factorial in the denominator, numerator rather, remember, napatay denominator nga 6 factorial. So, atong gibutang si 6 factorial ni constant, 30. So, basically, you have corrected this part. Okay, after correction, then simplify. 30 divided by 6 factorial, 6 factorial class, you can do that on the calculator. 6 factorial is 720. So 30 divided by 720 is 1 over 24. Okay. And the inverse Laplace of this one, remember we have the form n factorial over Sn plus 1, which is equal to t raised to the power of n. Okay. So this should be what class? 124, 1 over 24 t. Nalimot ko og sulat. Ay, sorry. Sorry. So we have f of t 1 over 24 t. And what's our n? So that's 6. Okay. And for this part, we have plus 8. 1 over s minus 4. We have this one. Okay, since negative c or subtraction cs minus a, so our exponent for our time domain function is positive. So this should be e raised to the power of 40. Kung positive na siya, class yung exponent, negative. Kung negative ang diri, positive siya. Kung positive siya, negative siya sa 40. Bali lang na siya, class pa. I already gave that to you, man. Okay, so this is our answer. Okay, so we have the answer f of t equal to 1 over 24t raised to the power of 6 plus 8e raised to the power of 40 u of t. Okay, that's our first example. Now for the second example, okay, so if we have f of s equal to 1 over 1 over s plus 3 raised to the power of 2. So we have 1 over s plus 3 squared. Okay, we need to have the inverse Laplace of that one. Okay, so we have 2, okay, transform for this one class. So ang akong technique ana class is ako unahon og tan-aw ang sulod. Okay? Here, ako unahog tanaw ang sulod. Do not mind the square first. So not minding our square, so that's 1 over s plus 3. And the equivalent transformation in time domain function for that is e raised to the power of negative 3t, right? We have f of t, so we have e raised to the power of negative 3t. Now, after that one class, ato na i-include si square. Now, 1 over s square, okay, 1 over a variable raised to the power of 2 is equivalent to our t raised to the power of n. Okay, but our n here is, what's our n? Is just equal to 1. Okay, kung maglibog mo ako to siyang kuhaon nga for here. Okay, we have here 1 over s squared. Okay, so since 1 over s squared na siya, it is just equivalent to our t of t. Kopya ra class? Okay. So since moingon siya class, ngayon kung equivalent ra siya ani, okay? Kay this is 1 over what do you call that? 1 factorial over s raised to the power of 1 plus 1 man. So given our n is 1, so atong t is here, atong here is 1. 'Di ba? Mingon tag n factorial s n plus 1. Kung mingon tag ang n nato is 1, so that's just 1 factorial s raised to the power of 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1. So atong n diha is 1. So naman ni siya equivalent diri. So that's just t1 u of t. So which is basically equal to t u of t. Okay? Wala jud na inyong hunanaon. So this one here is just equal to, since s squared man na siya, so that's just t u t u of t. Okay, so that's our answer. Do not be confused. Okay? So for number 3, okay, for number 3 class, so we have f of s. So if we have f of s, hold on. So if you have f of s of, say 2 over s raised to the power of 5. Okay, what do we need to do? We need to have the inverse Laplace of 2 s raised to the power of 5. Ipagawa si 2, mahabilin ta og 1 over s raised to the power of 5. If we're looking with 1 over s raised to the power of 5, we can imagine or we can remember this formula: n factorial s raised to the power of n plus 1. Given our exponent is 5, so our denominator should have, okay, 1 o di na siya 1. atong denominator should be s raised to the power of 4 plus 1. But we should have a numerator of 4 factorial, and we have a numerator here of 1, so we need a correction factor of 4 factorial over 4 factorial. Kopya class. So we will put the 4 factorial here. Remember natay 2, so put the 4 factorial also here. Okay, and proceed in doing the inverse. So 2 over 4 factorial is 1 over 12. And the inverse Laplace for 4 factorial over s raised to the power 4 plus 1 is t. Mali mo ko eh. Sorry ha. Okay, we have f of t 1 over 12 t 4 u of t. Okay, that's our answer. Okay, example number 4. If you're given, I think nahatag naman siguro nila ako. For example, f of s equal to so oops, it should be inverse. Inverse Laplace of our 6 over s minus the inverse Laplace of our 1 minus s is 8 plus the inverse Laplace of 4 over s minus 3. So the inverse Laplace of our 6, di na siya niya. So ipagawa si 6, mabilin si 1, ipagawa si 4, mabilin si 1. So we have 6 times 1 over s is 1. So 6s is 6 only minus 1 over s minus 8. So that's e raised to the power of 8t. And plus 4e raised to the power of 3t u of t. Okay, that's number 4. Kasabot ra so far?
Yes, miss.
Class? Okay, so let's find another one. Okay, this one. Okay. At saka sa ako ibalhin. So for number 5, so this would be example. Okay, we have f of s equal to 6s over s squared plus 25 plus 3 over s squared plus 25. Okay, so we have to get the inverse Laplace of 6s over s squared plus 25. Wala na si 6. Ano na siya. Plus 3 inverse Laplace of 1 over s squared plus 25. Okay, looking at here, we have the form s over s squared plus, ganahan ko mo gamit og a. Okay, so a squared. Okay, we have 25, which can be break down into 5 squared. Okay, square root of 25 is 5. So we have s, oops. So we have s over, oh lagi, s squared plus 5 squared, okay, plus 3 times the inverse Laplace of. For this one class, okay, we have a constant here. Constant siya ha, dili siya variable. Now looking at enumerator constant, we can also remember the formula a over s squared plus a squared. Okay, and given our a is 25, a is 5. Okay, because our a squared is 25. Okay, sakto ang ato ang denominator. Denominator class nga s squared 5 squared. But we should have a constant a, okay, which is 5 on our numerator. So to have a correction factor, we should have 5 over 5. Okay, so we put 5 here, we put 5 here. So basically, we are just multiplying this function here with 1. So simplifying, we have 6 inverse Laplace of divided by s squared plus 5 squared. So na siya class. Ang katong na ay variable sa babaw, si cos. Cosine of our a t, which is 5t, plus 3 over 5, and the inverse Laplace of 5 over s squared plus 5 squared is sine 5t. U of, okay, ka-follow ra ba? Class, ka-follow ra class.
Yes.
Hello. Okay, okay. Okay, so we have 5 examples for our inverse Laplace. So not right now we will proceed with the um inverse Laplace with partial fraction decomposition. Okay. Hopefully nakailan mo ni partial fraction decomposition. Okay. PFD. Okay, for partial fraction decomposition class, you were given here, let me see. Ako sa pull up ang PPT. Okay, 15 minutes. Okay, we have here partial fraction, expansion, or just decomposition plus, no? So to find the inverse Laplace transform of a complicated function, we can convert the function to a sum of simpler terms for which we know the Laplace transform for each term. The result is a partial fraction, expansion, or just decomposition if f1 of s is equals to ns over ds, where the order of ns is less than the order of ds, then a partial fraction can be made. Okay? Just like we did kanina, kung si numerator is just simpler than our denominator, then we can then solve it, okay, directly. But if our bali-bali siya. If the function f1 of s is on simpler lang siya, we can directly follow the process of having the inverse Laplace. But if our ang ns nato, so, atong ns is less than the order of our ds, okay, then we need to follow partial fraction decomposition. Okay? So, mayon tag linear ang babaw class sa numerator, linear po ang denominator, we can go ahead and do simple inverse Laplace. But if we are looking, or if you are solving complicated functions that you need to invert, then you can make use of partial fraction expansion. So for example, in the book, okay, if you have the s cubed plus 2s squared plus 6s plus 7 divided by um s squared plus what's that? S squared plus s plus 5. Okay. So gihatag ko na niya nga s cube siya. Okay. Since naka-s cube na siya kas, ang imong buhaton is you can simplify the given numerator. Okay? Kung si numerator, pwede siya i-simplify. Okay? 9 times nga pwede siya ma-cancel together with the denominator or together with some terms in our numerator and denominator. Okay, class. So, kana siya kay gi-inverse naman na siya daraan. So we have our case 1. Okay, let's go on with the case first. So if we have the roots of the denominator f of s are real and distinct, okay, real and distinct class is linear lang siya. Naka-linear si numerator, okay, linear or maybe some quadratic but in simpler terms. And also, our denominator class is on simpler terms lang po siya, no? Wala siya mga complicated. For example, dili siya ma-repeated. Okay? For this one, for our case 1 class, it's also called the um, inverse Laplace involving non-repeated simple roots. Okay? So, if we have there, ako lang yung kopya ko, no? 2 over s plus 1 s plus 2. Hold on. Okay. Okay. In here we have 2 over s plus 1 s plus 2. Okay, from the book. Now, if you're given a f of s, okay, which has non-repeated roots, okay, non-repeated siya class because they don't have the same value sa ato ang roots. Ang usa ka root ana is negative 1, ang usa ka root ana is negative 2. So, for the first step, okay, if you observe that the given function is on simpler terms, then you do the next process. For the process, you copy the given, okay. Since you can see two roots here, two non-repeated roots, then you can assume na 2 ang fs na ay duha ka term, na ay duha ka root. So, ato na siyang pangalan og a over s plus 1 plus b over s plus 2. Since we have two roots here. Okay, after that, you multiply the whole equation by s plus 1, s plus 2. Okay, you can either write this one class. Okay, so 2 over s plus 1, s plus 2 divided by s plus 1, s plus 2, or times the s, sorry. So, mahabilin ana is 2 na lang, which is equal to, okay, s plus 1, s plus 2 divided uh divided by s plus 1, mahabilin si s plus 2. I-multiply ni A, okay, s plus 2. Okay? For B, since ang kuyog ni B is s plus 2, ang makuyog ni B is s plus 1 na lang iguman. So basically, class, kung sa denominator ana nga variable, imo ra siya i-omit sa imong gi-multiply. Okay? Distributing AS plus 2A plus BS plus B. Okay? Now, combining like terms. So, ang naay pareha diri is S. Okay? We are just, may tag combining like terms as um, we are just factoring out the common in terms of S squared S kasa S lang siya. Kung na siya S squared, then i-factor nimo tanang na S squared. I-factor out nimo tanang na S squared kung si S tanang S imo i-factor out or imo i-group and then you factor out the S and constant which is a number and a variable alone walay S, that's a considered constant. So in here we have the highest degree of 1 which is S raised to the power of 1, no? S alone. So S 1 dyan na siya. So S unsay naa ni S, unsay na ay S there, I mean. So we have A and positive B. Do we have another term yun ay S? Wala na. And remaining is our constant 2A plus B. After that one class, let's do equation or equating the two equation or evaluation. So let's do first the S. In terms of S, okay, we can have A plus B sa right side, but tan-awon nimo on the left side class diri, tan-awon nimo diri, walay S. So that's 0. Equal to, ang right is na ay A plus B, okay? Ang kuyog ni S is A plus B sa right side. So you equate the two. Okay? Now, since we don't have any S in any type of degree, okay? So let's proceed to constant. So for constant, on the left side of the equation, we have 2 na constant. On the right side, we have 2a plus b. Okay, so we have two equations made. So from our s equal to 0 equal a plus b, we can manipulate the equation. Okay, I want to have a. So, mayon kag a, it is equal to negative b. Ako rang i-transpose si negative b to the other side of the equation para makuha na ko si a. So, we have a, so we have equation a in terms of b, which is negative b. So, we have that equation right now. Now, we can substitute or input this new equation to our constant nga equation here. So, if we have 2 equals 2a plus b. So 2 equals 2. Our a is negative b plus b. So 2 equals negative 2b plus b. So we have 2 equals negative b. But we need to have a positive b, okay, variable. Okay? Not necessarily positive ang constant na sa. Dapat si variable kay positive. So, you multiply it by negative 1. So, we have b equals negative 2. We already have our b. Since given naman si b, so we can have our a. So, a equals negative b, which is negative of negative 2, which is 2. That's our b. Okay? Now, man. Since we already know, since we already know the values of our roots. Okay, we have a as 2, b as negative 2. So we can then have this one. Our a, di ba natay form ganina nga um, kani? Di ba we have this form and this form? Okay, so we have our a as 2 over s plus 1 minus 2. Minus na siya kasi di na siya plus kay b is negative 2. Okay, negative 2s plus 2. So let's get the inverse Laplace of 2 over s plus 1 minus inverse Laplace of s plus 2. Okay, so given that one, 2, uh, so f of t, 2, e raised to the power of negative t minus 2, e raised to the power of negative 2t, u of t. Now this is our Laplace, a inverse Laplace, I mean, which is in already time domain. Pero class, okay, the call is about to end. Don't worry, I will post a new link, man. Do you have questions so far? Okay, going back. Wala ra may question? Hello, 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 hello.
Hello, miss. Pwede nimo i-quickly go over lang, miss, unsay nahitabo sa katong substitution ay katong paggamit sa A ug B?
Which part?
Goods ta sa ay kasabot ko sa evaluation, miss, but katong pag-incorporate sa A ug B sa babaw.
Kani diri? Unsay A ug B to?
Yes,
Sa
miss.
formula?
O
Kani diri? Example number 5.
oo.
Incorporate sa A o B. If you're using A, you use A. If you're using B, you use B.
Okay. Ikaw ra di magbuta na, miss.
Yes. For example, for sine 80. So, ang iyang formula is A over S squared plus A squared. Kung ganahan ka magbuhat o
Ay,
kanang
sorry,
naman dyan ay kanang lay mga preferences ba?
sorry to cut you off, miss. Sa last example di ay, miss.
Kani?
Oo, sa fraction sa babaw.
Diri-diri? Or
Babaw
katong
pa,
last
miss.
example?
Last
Kani?
example gid.
Kani?
No, miss. Sa last dyan nga example, atong nanay fraction. Itong bago lang ni
Kani
mong
lagi?
i-discuss. Oo, that part.
Kani? 1 over S plus 1? Di ba 1, this is 1 over S plus A,
Excuse me, miss.
right?
Pwede pa ako babaw, miss. Dera. Kana diha, miss. Medyo nalibog ko dera. Sa kanang,
Ah, A o B.
oh,
Okay. Ano yung A o B sa formula? Okay. So in here, nganong na A, nganong na B?
miss.
Okay. Nganong gipangalan akong A o B kas? That's just representation nga si A mo si first root, si B ang second root. Because we are given two factors here. So basically, we have two roots. Unsa may pangalan tong two roots? Ako silang gi A ug B. Kung di ka ganan mo gamit og A ug B, the same with the um book, nigamit sila og K1, K2. K1 represents for the first root, K2 represents for the second root. Kaya akong gamit magunanda na mo is A and B. Kung na siya ikatulong nga root, C. Kung na kay fourth root, that's D. Ina na ba? If you're on linear lang ang denominator. Okay? Now, after that, diha ra ka naglibog o apil di ari nga part
Ka-gets ako sa evaluation, miss. Kato lang nga part.
kaning nganong na yung B dire.
Oo.
Okay. You can use other variables to represent the first root and the second root. You can follow the book, which is K1, K2, K sub 1, K sub 2, or P1, P2. There are a lots of representation. Okay?
Got it, miss. Thank you.
Follow. Okay. So we have our second example. Hmm, Oops. Okay, so for second example, let me find examples now. Um, okay, another one here. So if we have, okay, hold on sa, kadit sa kasa. Kadit lang sa agad.
Miss, di na ka madong promise. Napaka-miss.
Ni ana siya miss wait sa adlaw.
My God, my God.
Hello, can you hear me? Okay, so for this one, okay, you have a quadratic function for our numerator and you have a cubic for our denominator. Okay, now for this class, dili ka mo diretso og solve na you need to observe or you need to look if the given function is on simplified form. Okay? Kaya kung dili mag-simplified form class, magbalik-balik gihapon ta, repetitive ang ato ang process. So let's see if we can um, break down our denominator for this one. So our denominator is s cubed. Insert it here. So our denominator is s cubed plus 4s squared plus 3s. Okay, walay constant. So basically they have common term which is s. You factor out s. So basically mahabilin si s squared plus 4s plus 3. Okay, now looking at our second term, s squared plus 4s plus 3. Okay, this is a perfect square trinomial. May perfect square trinomial because then you have the capability to factor out this trinomial. And this trinomial has a no, has two roots, okay, or two factors. So we can factor this out, okay. Let's show you two factors, which is s plus 3, s plus 1, okay, or you can interchange the two. It's basically the same, okay, s plus 1, s plus 3. Okay, basta tulo na sila ka both factor. We have s, s plus 3, and s plus 1. Now, since we have breakdown our denominator, therefore, we have tulo ka variable we need to solve, right? So that would be, um, let's write it here. It is equal to a over s plus b over, let's say, C1 lang unahon. You can interchange that, okay? C over S plus 3. You can interchange B over S plus 3, okay? Or C over S plus 1. Okay, class. Follow. Okay. So for this one, okay. For this one, multiply the whole equation. Okay. You can either write this one class or write the three factors the moment you multiply. Okay. Because basically for this one, it's just equal to the three factors. Imo ra man siyang gi-simplify. So, ako ganahan ko diri magsuot og s plus 1, s plus 3, or you can write this one. Okay? So, ang mahabilin ana is s squared plus 9s plus 6 equal to a. Okay, ang kuyog ni a is s. So, basically, si s makuha diri. So, makuyog ni a is s plus 1, s plus 3 plus b. Kuyog ni b is s plus 1 or denominator ni b is s plus 1. So basically, ang kuyog ni b is s ra og c, s plus 3 plus c. Ang denominator ni c is s plus 3. So ang final makuyog niya cs o c, s plus 1. Okay. Distribute. Okay. So we have here s squared So we have here s squared. This one is s and this is 3s. So basically this is 4s. So plus 4s, okay? Ni gamay. So this is 4s plus 3, okay? Plus b, that's s squared plus 3s, okay? Plus c, s squared plus s. Okay, distribute again with our variables. So this is as squared, okay, plus 4as plus 3a. Okay, i-distribute na to si a ni s squared, si a ni 4s, si a ni 3. Okay, plus b s squared plus 3bs plus cs squared plus cs. Right, so we have s squared plus 9s plus 6. Okay, factor out common. So we have the highest degree, square 2. So let's start with s square. And say na ay s square. So a, we have b, and we have c. So that's a plus b plus c. Okay, kung na siya coefficient nga 2 di a class, for example, this is 2a. For example lang ha. For example, this is 2a. So, imutang diha 2a. Okay? Dili na may pabilin si 2. Kaya nanad ka naray a. Next is our s plus s. Unsay na ay s? That's 4a. That's 3b and c. Okay. Now, write our constant 3a. Right? So, we have factor out the common. Then, let's do evaluation. So, let's start with s squared. Nabatay s squared on the left side? Yes, we do. The coefficient is 1. Okay. 1 equals, on the right side, we have s squared 1b c. For s, do we have s on the left side? Yes, we do. And the coefficient of 9 for the right side, that's 4a plus 3b plus c. Okay. And we have our constant. We have constant 6 on the left side and constant 3a on the right side. Okay, now looking at the three equations, ang first nga simple i-manipulate is si C. So given C equals 6 equals 3A, you just need to divide both sides by 3. Then you can have A equals 2. Okay, since we have A equals 2 already, guys, then we need to manipulate other equation. Okay, okay, for example, I want to manipulate S squared kay usara A, B, C ra siya. Okay, so C from S squared, that's 1 equals A plus B plus C. Okay, I want to get, for example, C. Okay, I want to get C from here. Pwede ra jud B class. Okay, ikaw ra jud magbuot sa imong ganahan kuhaon. Okay, if I want C here, so this would be negative A minus B. Dapat ipabilin man si C dire. Okay? So, imo i-transpose, imo ibalhin si A o si B sa other side of the equation, which will make them negative, both. Okay? Minus 1. Okay, naman tayo 1 dire. Do not forget the 1. So, C equals, we have our A, which is 2, minus B minus 1. Okay? Negative 2. Oops, dili ni siya negative, that's positive. Okay? Si A ug B ra akong i-transpose. Okay? So, negative 2 plus 1. So, that's negative 1 minus B. Okay, we have our C. Okay, unsay remaining equation nga wala mo manipulate. We have our S. Right? So, S which is 9 equals 4a plus 3b plus c. Okay, so we can get b from this. Si b naman lay kuwang. So si b ato si b atong i remaining a variable. So we can have 9 minus 4a minus c equals 3b. Remember, our a is 2, our b is missing, and our c is still missing. So 9 minus 4 was our a, which is 2. Our c is negative 1 minus b, which is equals to 3b. Okay, 9 minus 8 plus 1 plus b equals 3b. So 9 minus 8 is 1 plus 1 is 2. And we have 2 plus b equals 3b. Now we have another b here. So ikuyog siya sa 3b, which is 2 equals 3b minus b. 2 equals 2b divided by 2. So we have b equals to 1. Since we have b equal to 1, and from our equation c equals negative 1 minus b, so we can have c equals to negative 1 minus 1. C is negative 2. So we have a 2, b 1, c negative 2. Okay, we already have our three roots, a, b, c. So we can write our Laplace transform f of s, a over um a over a. So we have 2, 1, negative 2. Okay, so 2 over s, okay, 2 over s plus 1 over s plus 1. And our c is negative 2, if I'm not mistaken. C is negative 2, so dili na siya plus plus. That's negative already. 2 over s plus 3. Okay, so we have our f of s, so we need to integrate. Integrate. Inverse Laplace. So inverse Laplace of 2 over s plus inverse Laplace of 1 over s plus 1 minus 2 times the inverse Laplace of 1 minus 1 over daily minus 1 over s plus 3. So inverse Laplace of 2 over s is just 2. 2 plus e raised to the power of negative t minus 2 e raised to the power of negative 3t u of t. And that's our answer.
Pwede mo tanag yun sa gali ni pag Laplace, ma'am. Kaning kaning final answer ka na ra, ma'am.
Okay, so for that one, 2 over s, oh, it's not in here. Ako sa tabunan ha. Okay, so we have 2 over s here, class. So if we have 2 over s here, that's the Laplace. Okay, that's the inverse Laplace of our constant. In here, looking at our table, we have constant 1. So, ang Laplace transform na niya is 1 over s. If mayon ko og 10, what's the Laplace transform of 10? So, that's 10 over s. Laplace transform of 8, so that's 8 over s. Laplace transform of 2, that's 2 over s. Okay? So, muna siya dire. We need to get the inverse Laplace transform over 2 over s. So, that's just basically constant 2. And another, that's 1 over s plus 1. So this is in the form 1 over s plus a, right? But mayroong itag s plus a class, 1 over s plus a, ang equivalent ana e raised to the power of negative at. Mayroong tag e raised to the power of positive at, that's 1 over s minus a. Now, given here, s plus man ni siya, s plus 1, which is a is 1. Okay? So, since positive man na siya, dapat ang ato ang exponent, i-transform na to negative. Atong a is 1, okay? And negative a man siya. So, that's negative 1t, or 1 times t is just t. So, negative t. And in here, we have 2 times the inverse Laplace of 1 over s plus 3. A is 3. Okay? So, since positive man siya, negative 80. And A na to is 3, so that's negative 3t. And mo ni siya ang iyahang transform.
Kanang UT ma'am kay mao na ang kon isuwat ma'am
Iyahan na
after
ng form
siya.
ka na.
Okay, thank you
Yes.
ma'am.
Okay, so supposed to be ana mo na siya class. 2 u of t plus e negative et u of t minus 2e negative 3t u of t. Ang ako na lang gibuhat is akong gi-factor out si ut para mausan lang sila tanan. Mo ta akong gibutang si ut sa gawas. Ako lang gibutangan og bracket or ganahan mo parenthesis. Para mausan na lang sila di na masig balik ut ut. Okay? Kuha ra?
Yes ma'am, thank you.
Okay. So we have another example. Let me see. Um, okay, this one. Ay, naam dito sa right din. Okay, for number 3, if we have the same class, no, non-repeated simple roots. So f of s of s plus 2 all over s plus 1, s plus 4, o s plus 10. Okay? Since pagtan-ani mo is simplified naman siya, so ay dugayan, copy s plus 1, s plus 4, s plus 10. Since we have 3 factors here, so basically we have 3 roots, namely a s plus 1, b s plus 4, c s plus 10. Plus yun na siya class. Mausabra na siya igabot sa ato ang root. Okay? Multiply the whole equation by the denominator s plus 1, s plus 4, s plus 10. Okay? So, ang habilin sa left side is ang numerator na lang. And we have a, kuyog ni denominator ni a is s plus 1. So, basically, mahabilin si 4 o si 10. If we have B, mahabilin si 1 og si 10. C is 1 and 4. So, this is 4S plus 8. Ako ra na siyang i-distribute. Okay. A, this is okay. This one here is S squared. This is 4S and this is 10S. So that's basically 14S plus 14S plus 40. That's FOIL method lang class. B S squared plus 11S plus 10. Okay, this is 10S, this is 1S, so that's 11S. Plus C, wait, di gamay og maayo. Wait class ha. Sakto na to, wait sa. Ako lang padakan ako agi. Ay, para i-zoom out. Plus C S squared plus 5S plus 4. This 1S, this is 4S, so this is 5S. Okay. Distribute again. AS squared plus 14AS plus 40A plus BS squared plus 11S plus 10B. Okay. Plus CS squared plus 5CS plus 4C. Taas. Okay. Factor out the highest degree first. Say na S squared, we have A, we have B and C, we have S. So that's 14A, 11B, 5C. Okay. And the remaining constant, 40A, 10B, 4C. 40A, 10B, 4C. Okay. Evaluation. So that's let's start with the S squared. We don't have S squared on the left side, so that's 0. On the right side, that's A plus B plus C. For S, we have 4, and that's 14A plus 11B plus 5C. And for a constant, for a constant, we have 8 on the left side, 40A plus 10B plus 4C on the right side. Okay,
Kasi ma'am,
looking
asa
at
gani
our
na,
equation.
kanang 048 ma'am, asa nagikan gani ma'am?
Kani?
Kanang 04 nya 8.
Here. Diba, nagkuan na evaluate ta S squared. Okay, magtanaw ta sa left side, wala may S squared. So that's 0. On the right side na may S squared. Okay, now we evaluate S. Naman tay S sa left side, which is 4S. Ang coefficient sa S is 4. So, ibutan ni mo dire 4. Okay? On the right side, naman tay S, kani silang tulo. Butang diri. On the left side, naman tay constant nga 8, positive 8. So, ibutang nimo positive 8 here. And on the right side, mo man ni siya ang mga constant.
Yeah.
Okay na?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Others, walay question?
Wala ra, miss.
Okay. So, based on the three equations class, ang dali i-manipulate first is si S squared. Okay, let's try to manipulate S squared. Asan mga araw ano? Okay, let's try to manipulate S squared. Okay, equation. So, I want to have A. Okay, so A equals, okay, transpose B and C to the left side para si A ang mahabilin. So, negative B minus C. That's our equation for A. We find A in terms of B and C. Okay, next, you can choose from S and C equation. Okay, equating two functions ba? You can um um what do you call this? Sa kuha, gusto ko mo manipulate next ni S. Okay, kay gagmay rag mga number. So, for S, okay, since nakamanipulate naman ka ni S squared para na kay makita nga A, for S, I want to find B. Okay? So, since si B imong gipangita, pwede jud C class. Okay? Kamo dyan mo manipulate ana. So, if we have 4 equal to 14A plus 11B plus 5C, I want to have a B on this part. So, ipabilin si 11B. So, that would be 4 minus 14A. Ibalhin mo tanang walay B. Diri nga part, sa left part, which is positive si 14, mga negative siya igbalhin, minus 5C, which is 11B. So, 4 minus 14. Remember A, okay? CA is negative B, negative C. Minus 5C equals 11B. Okay. So, that's 14 minus 4 plus na siya class. Negative 14 times negative B, that's positive 14B. Negative 14 times negative C, so that's positive 14C. Kuha?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello. Okay, minus 5C equal to 11B. Okay, now from that, okay, pwede ni mo ma-simplify si C plus 14B, 14C minus 5C, so that's positive 9C equals 11B. Okay, now naay B sa atong left side, so atong ibutang dito sa right side. So 4 plus 9C equal to um 11B minus 14B. So 4 plus 9C equals negative 3B. Okay? And dili ta pwede mo, what do you call this? Mukuha o dili ta pwede maka-variable o negative. So let's just multiply the whole equation by negative 1. So that would become negative 4 minus 9C, which is 3B. Divide both sides by 3. So we have B. Okay, dapat positive ni nga variable ha. So we have negative 4 minus 9C over 3. Okay na, we have already our B in terms of C. Now, the remaining equation, evaluation, nga wala na to mamanipulate is the constant. Okay? Ka-follow ra class? Si constant atong wala mamanipulate. Okay? Now, from the constant, ari lang ako ibutang class. From the constant, okay, atong constant nga equation is this one. This one. Okay? Now, from that, natay nakuha nga A nga equation, natay nakuha nga B nga equation. So, ang remaining na to nga constant class, so matik na, si C atong ipangita. Okay, I want to find C for this one. Okay, so from here, 8 minus 40A minus na siya. Tanang walay C, ibalhin nimo sa pikas para si 4C lang ang mabilin. So, 40A minus 10B equals 4C. Okay, now remember we have equations for A and B. So minus 40, what's our A? A is negative B minus C. And B is negative 3. This can be simplified class. So B equals negative 4 over 3 minus 3C. Because negative 4 divided by 3 is negative 4 thirds. Negative 9C over 3 is negative 3C. You can use this one. You can also use this one. Okay? I want to use the simplified form. Okay? Kani siya class. Kani siya class. Kani siya class. Pwede na siya manimo ma-rearrange. Negative 3C minus 4 over 3. Okay? Negative 3C minus 4 thirds. Or you can say negative 4 thirds minus 3C. Ako mag-class mag-solve ko. Ganahan ko mag-una si variable. Pwede ko maglibog. Okay? You can do anything. So in here, so our B is negative 3C. Negative 3C minus 4 over 3. Okay, equal to 4C. Right? Now simplifying the first negative 40 times negative B, that's positive 40B, negative 40 minus C times negative C, so that's positive 40C. Okay, and minus plus na siya. 10 times 3C, negative 10 times negative 3C, so that's positive 30C plus 4 thirds equals 4C. Okay, 40 then. 40 over 3 equals to 4C. Okay, 8 plus 40B. Okay, remember, our B has an equation. Di pa tamuhunong class. Si B na equation nga negative 3C minus 4 thirds. Okay, dapat si C ra jud ang mahabilin class. Okay, plus 40C plus 30C plus 40 over 3 equal to 4C. Okay, so 8, okay, positive 40 times negative 3C minus 20C, and 40, positive 40 times negative 4 thirds is negative 120, 160 di ay. 160 over 3, okay, plus 40C plus 30C plus 40 over 3 equals 4C. Okay, combine like terms. Okay, i-combine sa si constant. We have constant nga 8, 160 over 3, o si 40 over 3. 8 minus 160 over 3. Ako na lang isulat, B. Okay. C naman rin habilin class. And we have C here sa right side. So, ibalhin na to. Isagol na to tanang na C. So, that would become 120C. Mulabang naman siyang equal. Positive na siya. And minus 40C minus 30C. So, 120C, 40C, 30C. Okay. Y 8 minus 160 over 3 minus 40 over 3. Calculum class. Negative 32 equal to, so 4C plus 120 minus 40 minus 30, we have 54C. Okay, divided by 54, divided by 54. So we have C at negative 16 over 27. We already have our first root. I mean the third root, the C. Okay, now from C, we can have our B. Remember, klase B na equation nga. The equation ni B, negative 3C minus 4 thirds. So from that, so B, okay, negative 3C minus 4 thirds. So that would be negative 3, negative 1627 minus 4 thirds is equal to uh, that is 4 over 9. Okay, so we already have our B and the remaining is A. So A, negative B minus C. Okay, so negative of our B, which is 4 over 9 minus C. So we have 4 over 27 as our letter C. Okay, we have our three roots already. So we have our f of s equal to 4 over 27 all over s plus 1. And our b is 4 over 9. 4 over 9 all over s plus 4. And our c is negative. So that's basically negative na siya. 16 over 27 s plus 10. And we need to take the inverse Laplace of this one. Ipagawas na lang nato daan si 4 over 27. Inverse Laplace of 1 over s plus 1 plus 4 over 9 inverse Laplace of 1 over s plus 4 minus 16 over 27 inverse Laplace of 1 over s plus 10. Okay, so basically we have our function f of t. So 4 over 27 e raised to the power of negative siya kaya nga no positive man ang denominator, negative t plus 4 over 9 e raised to the power of negative 4t kaya positive si 4 nga denominator minus 16 over 27 e raised to the power of negative 10t. And nana sila yung mga u of t. So this is basically our final answer. Ka-follow ra class o nalipong na?
Gutom ka, char. Sabot ra, ma'am.
How about the others?
All good, miss.
Okay, hapit na mahuman ato ang what do you call this? Meet 3 minutes. I will just post another link class ha. So wala ray question about ani nga part.
Dara, miss.
Medyo taas-taas siya nga process and di siya ingon complicated. It needs care, tender loving care. Kay daghang mga sign or operations. Operations ra kay plus, minus, times, divide. But malipat na mo ana. Okay, so please be very careful with the negative and the positive sign. Okay, labi na og mag-evaluate mo and ngita mo og equation in terms of that variable. Okay, labi na ka na transpose. Yes, Kevin.
Ma'am, kani nga notes ma'am ba, ay kani mong gibuhat ma'am, pwede may mga yung copy ni ma'am.
Kana i-PDF man anak ko, i-send sa GC.
Sige ma'am, thank you.
Okay. For the next topic, guys, okay, sa next link, humanon lang sa tani nga time. 2 minutes naman lang ata. So for the next topic, we will discuss um, a lap, yes, water break after, 5 minutes break after mahuman ni. Okay? Sige, panginom sa amkaw. So, ang next topic na to ani kay repeated roots na siya. Okay? Pero after na lang mahuman ani. Ginhawas ako class. Ginhawas ang tanan.
Wala
Sige,
sa miss, wala sa miss.
break sa mo. Break sa mo, water break. Okay, still partial fraction decomposition, but right now it's not simple roots only. It is repetitive roots or repeated roots. Okay, for example, we have here kapila na gyud ni. Okay, for example, okay, for repeated class, if we have f of s equal to Um, s squared plus 9s plus 6. Okay, the same lang. Ay na lang. Oops. Okay. So we have 4s plus 5 and we have s minus 1 squared s plus 2. Okay. If you're given this type of function, so basically class, you have hello, kadung naman ako.
Yes ma'am. Dungo gra miss.
If you're given this type of function class, so you have three roots. Miss, ganong three? Okay. Sa ngalan nga word nga repetitive class, we have a term. We have one term nga gibalik-balik. So basically, you will have this, okay, S minus 1 plus b s minus 1 squared. Okay, since s minus 1 is gibalik-balik, so we have of degree 1. Okay, if we have degree 1, so basically s minus 1 na dyan na siya. And we have the second, okay, degree, which is 2. Second degree. Second degree good, so 2, yun. Okay, so s minus 1 raised to the power of 1 and the s minus 1 raised to the power of 2. And the last is the s plus 2. Okay, if you're given that type of function, then you have three roots. If given class, for example, gibutang diha s plus 1 minus raised to the power of 4. So naa kay pila ka roots, pila ka factors. O sakto lagi pila ka roots. Pila ka roots class.
But 5 miss.
Okay, basically you have 5. Okay, so that would be s minus 1 raised to the power of 1, s minus 1 raised to the power of 2, s minus 1 raised to the power of 3, s minus 1 raised to the power of 4, and the s plus 2. Okay, okay. Okay, so solving s minus 1 squared s plus 2 equal to a s minus 1 plus b s minus 1 squared, okay, plus c over s plus 2. Okay, you multiply it by the given denominator s minus 1 squared s plus 2. Okay, nganong dili s minus 1 s plus s minus 1 s minus 1 squared and s plus 2. Now for this type of case class, ang imong kopyahon is the given, the main given or the original given. Okay, ang kani siya is representation raman ni siya nga tulo ka buok roots niya. Okay, so you need to multiply the original denominator for this type of cases. Okay, kopya class. Class. Hello.
Yes, Lord.
Okay, so after multiplying, we have 4s plus 5 equal to, okay, a miss, unsa man siya miss nga na may s minus 1 niya. Ang imong gimultiply kay naa may squared. Okay, ang kana siya class, imo rang kuhaan og usa ka s minus 1. Okay, si s minus 1 squared, kuhaan nimo s minus 1. So, usa na lang ka s minus 1. Okay, parisan nimo ni s plus 2. Okay, plus b, sa kuyog ni b. Ang denominator ni b is s minus 1 squared. I-divide ni mo ani, so basically, ang habilin ni b is s plus 2. Plus c, which is s minus 1 squared. Kaya denominator ni c is s plus 2 man. Okay, now simplify a s squared. This is negative 1s, this is 2s, so this is s minus 2. Okay, plus bs plus 2b, okay, plus c s squared minus 2s, a square of binomial, so 2s plus 1, okay, distribute as squared plus as minus 2s plus bs plus 2b plus cs squared minus 2cs plus c. Okay.
Dili Dili na
Factor
siya
out.
2A, miss.
Mm. Okay. So S squared, we have our A and we have our C. And the S is we have our A, B, and negative 2. Okay. And our constant, negative 2A, 2B, and C. Okay. Evaluation. Let's start with the highest degree, S squared. So do we have S squared on the left side? Wala. Do we have S squared on the right side? Yes, that's A plus C. Let's do the S. Oops, ano naman eh. Wala ni hang. Okay. So for S squared, oops. So we have S, sorry. Do we have S on the left? Yes, the coefficient is 4. And we have A plus B minus 2C for S. For our constant, we have 5 for the left side and negative 2A plus 2B plus C at the right side. Okay. Now, based among the three equations, class, S squared, the evaluation for S squared, or the equation for S squared is simpler. So from S squared, we have 0 equals A plus C. I want to have A. So A equals negative C. Okay. Now I want to manipulate next S equation for S. So that's 4 equals A plus B minus 2C. In here, I want to have B. Okay, si B naman siya. So transpose anything na walay B here to the left side. So that will become 4 minus A plus 2C equals B. Okay, remember A is negative C. So negative C plus 2C equals B. Okay, that's 4 plus C plus 2C equals B. So that's 4 plus 3C equals B. Okay, we already have our B. So remaining constant nga equation, we can have our C. So from C, so ano kay butang? Dali na lang. So for C, we have 5 equal to negative 2A plus 2B plus C. Okay, so 5 equals negative 2. A is negative C plus 2. Our B is 4 plus 3C plus C. Okay, so 5 equals that's 2C. Negative 2 times negative C, that's 2C plus 2 times 4, that's 8. Positive 2 times positive 3C, that's positive 6C plus C. So 5 equals 2C plus 6C plus C. Mm, That's 9C plus 8. Okay, 2 plus 6, that's 8 plus 1, that's 9C. Now we need to retain C. So you transpose A to the other side of the equation. Okay, divided by 9. 5 plus 8, 5 plus 8, 5 minus 8 is negative 3, divided by 9, that's negative 1/3, negative 1/3. So we already have our C. Okay, now since we have our C, we can find our A. Remember, A is negative C. So A being negative of C, therefore negative of negative 1/3, That's positive 1/3. So this is our C. Now getting our B, remember B is 4 plus 3C. So 4 plus 3, our C is negative 1/3. Okay? 4 plus, minus na siya kay negative. Ito lagi plus. Plus. Ano? Naglibog na po po kapil. Wala nihang. Wait sa class.
Negative
Nihang.
4/3.
Yes. Nihang. Hold on class. Refresh. Hal. Ah, tara day. Kuyawan ako yabi kung nawa. Okay. 4 plus 3 times negative 1/3 class is negative 1. Negative 1. Okay? Because makuha na siya 3 times negative 1/3. 3 times 1 is 3 divided by 3 is 1. So minus 1 or minus ay kalayo na ba? Ako na ibalhin be. Kasi kasama hang dyan siya. Okay. So we have our B equals 4 minus 1 equals to 3. So we have our B equal to 3. So we already have our 3 roots A, B, and C. So f of s, which is A, our A is positive 1/3 all over s minus 1 plus our B is 3 over s minus 1 squared. Okay. And our C is negative, so that's negative s plus 2. Okay. And taking the inverse Laplace of 1 over s minus 1 plus 3 inverse Laplace of 1 minus s 1 squared minus 1/3 inverse Laplace of 1 over s plus 2. Okay, so this is 1/3 e raised to the power of t. Okay, negative naman siya, so positive na ni siya diri. Plus 3, okay, same sa example kanina, we have e raised to the power of t, but naman siya square diri, plus, so that's t. CU of t, kaya ako na lang butang sa last. Kato, same sa mga answer ba. Okay? And we have negative 1/3 e raised to the power of negative 2t u of t. Okay? Kuha our class. This is our answer. Kuha our class.
What miss?
Okay, so for the last topic, last na lang siya. Okay? Dali ra ni siya class. Dali naman siya class, no? Taas lang siyang process. Sa, ano ako?
Yes,
Naglibog
ma'am.
mo ka or nakasabot ra? Murag wa jud kay nadunggan babae ni tingog rong adlaw. Asa naman ang mga babae ron?
Kasabot ra miss.
Kasabot ra miss.
Babae, babae tingog. Ang legit nga babae, asa
Kasabot
naman
mo,
ron?
miss.
Lara miss, kasabot ra miss.
Na-follow ra, miss.
Okay. So for our last topic, okay, that's Laplace transform solution of a differential equation. No, DE na. Okay. Sa'yo na ni siya class. Balibag-libog na siya ang DE. Okay. So if you're given, one example naman ni siya. If you're given d squared y dt squared plus 12 dy over dt plus 32y equals 32 u of t. Murag na ni siya sa book class. Sa book man siguro ko gikuha. Okay. Now this one here class is second derivative. This one here is a first derivative. So if you are given a second derivative class, if you transform it into Laplace, okay, s squared na siya. S nga gamay. Okay. Now since this is in terms of y, okay, this is y of s. Okay. So that's the second derivative. Plus 12. Now that's the first derivative. So s lang na siya. S1. Y of s. Kung naka d squared x over dt squared na siya class. So that's x of s. Okay? Dili man taga base. Kung y ba siya or any variable. Okay? Now we have 32y. Now 32y class is just 32. 32. Sumpayan lang nimo y of s equal to, now our 32u of t, what's the transform for a Laplace? Diba? 32 is 32 over s. So that's 32 over s. Kopya ra class. From a time domain, ato siyang gihimong um, in terms of Laplace transform y of s. Okay, now since y of s is common, y of s can be factor out. Ano equals? Oh, nag-loading. Okay. Y of s, that would be s squared. Ato lang gi-factor out ang common ha. We have s squared, we have 12s, and we have the 32 equal to 32s. Okay? Now, our aim here, class, is we have to have the y of s. Diba itong mga given kanina kay f of s equal to chu. Okay? In here, we need to have the y of s. Okay, so y of s, unsa ang pagkuha si y of s? So dapat makuha ni siyang kania. So you divide the whole equation or both equation, both side of the equation by s squared plus 2s, 12s plus 32. So divide by s squared plus 12s plus 32. Diri sad, nag-divide man ka sa left, mag-divide po ka sa right plus 32. Kuha ni siya. So, ang habilin basically is y of s, okay, 32 over s, um, s squared plus 12s plus 32. Okay, maingon ana man na siya. 32 over s. Since gi-divide man na to siya class, na siya invisible nga 1 diha. So, that would be 1 over s squared plus 12s plus 32. So, that's 32 over s squared plus 12s plus 32. That one. Muna siya na yun, ani. Loading na po. Okay. So we already have our y of s. So after an class, inverse Laplace na ta. Okay, the same process ganina. Okay, now in here, looking at our s squared plus 12s plus 32, that's a perfect square trinomial. Therefore, you can have other two factors there. So that's 32 s squared plus 12s plus 32. Okay, it has three three factors, which is s, and the factor for this one is s plus 4, s plus 8. Okay, so that's the factor for our perfect square trinomial. So we have here a, b, c. Okay, so multiplying this whole equation by s s squared plus 12s plus 32, or you can write this 3 class, basically equal naman ni sila, imo lang na siyang i-simplify into this 3. Okay, or you can write, or na siya ha, s s plus 8. Okay, para dito maglibong. So, 32 na lang ang mahabilin. Ang denominator ni A is S. So, basically, ang mahabilin ni S plus 4, S plus 8, plus B. Okay, denominator ni B is S plus 4. So, that's S, S plus 8. Denominator ni C is S plus 8. So, basically, S and S plus 4. Okay, so 32, A, FOIL method, S squared. This is 4S, this is 8S. So, that's 12S. Plus 32 plus b s squared plus 8s plus c times s squared plus 4s. Okay, so that's 32 equal to distribute class as squared plus 12as plus 32a plus bs squared plus 8as plus cs squared plus 4cs. Okay, factor out s squared, a plus b plus c, okay, and s. So that's 12a, 8a, and 4c. 4c. And copy the remaining constant. 32a, raman ata. Okay, 32a. Okay, so evaluation, let's start with the highest degree, s squared. So do we have s squared on the left side? No. On the right side, yes, we have a plus b plus c. Do we have s on the left side rather? Wala. Sa right side na that's 12a plus 8b plus 4c. Do we have constant on the left? Yeah, that's 32. And on the right side, that's 32a. And looking at our three equations, among that constant is the very, very simple nga I manipulate. So you just need to divide 32 So you can have A equals 1. Okay, since we have A equals to 1, we can then manipulate other equation. So I want to manipulate the um, s squared, s squared. And I want to have C. Okay, so from this, okay, negative B, negative A, negative B. Okay, kaya mulabang naman sila sa other side. Ibilin man nimo si C. Okay. Okay, since we have um A at 1, so negative 1 minus B. So C is negative 1 minus B. That's our C. And the remaining equation nga wala ma-manipulate is the S. So S equals 0, 12A plus 8B plus 4C. Okay. Um, CB atong ipangita dire. So that would be 8B negative 12A minus 4C. Okay. 8B. Remember, nakuha na nato si A which is 1. And we have C as negative 1 minus B. So 8B equal to negative 12. Negative 4 times negative 1, that's positive 4. Negative 4 times negative B, that's positive 4B. Okay, naatay B dire. So 8B minus 4B equal to negative 12 plus 4. That's negative 8. Okay. Okay. 8B minus 4B. That's 4B equal to negative 8. Divide both sides by 4. So we can have B equal to negative 2. Okay. From our B equals to negative 2, so our letter C equals to negative 1 minus B, negative 1 minus the negative of our B. So C is negative 1 plus 2. That's 1. Okay, we already have our 3 roots. Okay, therefore we can have f of s equal to 1 over s. B is negative, sorry. Minus B is negative 2, so that's 2 over S plus, ano sa'yo akong gibutang dali? S plus 4, and C is positive 1, so that's C over S plus 8. Okay, now integral, inverse Laplace of 1 over S minus 2, inverse Laplace of 1 over S plus 4. Anong C? 1 na siya, 1. Plus inverse Laplace of 1 over S plus 8. So, inverse Laplace of 1 over S is 1. Okay? And inverse Laplace of 1 over S plus 4 is e raised to the power of negative 40. And inverse Laplace of 1 over S plus 8 is e raised to the power of negative 8t. U of t. Okay. Ay, naman. So, that's our final answer. Naka-follow ra.
Yes, miss.
Hala, nawala lagi ako.
Yes, ma'am.
Nag-screenshot mo? Uban, or na nag-record sa inyo?
Screenshot ra miss.
Okay, okay. Kaya mukhang may tagwa na ang babaw. O, di ba? Di na Okay, here. F of S din siya. Ano na siya? Oh, wala siya nawa. Ako sa na-save B. Um, Sending pa siya, class. Do you have any question?